Hi, I'm Alex Archibald. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity. We have made our way up to the town of Ravello, and that is Minori where I'm staying down there. But if you look down below, you can see the donkeys there. That's still the only way to get provisions up the top. So they're still delivering flour and sugar and things by donkey. Although you saw a truck go by, when they get up to the higher areas, the higher elevations, it's all by donkey or by hand. Visiting this little town above Minori, where the Villa Rufolo is, I'm gonna probably make my way over there. Now, being here in off season, there's not as much open. You'll see that a lot of the shops have their doors closed, as opposed to the last place I was, where things were closed when I got there, but they eventually opened up. But it's worth coming any time of year because the views are absolutely spectacular. When I look around and behind me, you can see sort of the mist settling in on the tops of the mountains and the cliffs and these dwellings up there. And they still take, as I said, donkeys and stairs and so forth to get up there. There are roads to some of those places, but these must be a very fit population to do all that walking. But I'm kind of curious to see what the villa itself is like, and also take in some of the other ruins that are around here. I mean, you can see there was fortifications with these narrow windows like a castle would have, that I'm looking at right there, where you'd be able to stick your arrow out and shoot at people who are approaching. This area has a lot of history, and I think now that we're up here, we should probably do a little exploration. So let's get on with it then. But look at this fantastic view. Somewhere up there's a helicopter. It's so foggy you can't even see it. Here we are in the central piazza. Imagine summertime, it's a little more lively. And I'd love to have gone inside the bric-a-brac shop. That's kind of universal for the type of place I'd like to go in. But we'll peek in the window there and see what they have. There is one little bar, which here, a bar wouldn't be somewhere that you go for alcohol, though they might serve it. It's more of a cafe where you'd get coffee or tea or maybe a cornetto, nice croissant. But let's see what they have in the window at the bric-a-brac shop. Well, it seems to me that bric-a-brac shop means gift shop. All sorts of little knickknacks and toys and limoncello stuff. Not seeing a whole lot of antique stores around. Do you think with the history in this area there'd be a little more of that than what you see, but maybe they're really held close. Well, when you see a path to the side, a path less traveled, I say let's take it. So we'll do that. Noticing these beautiful columns. Just nice little bits of detail here and there. But as we're meeting the group and my bus and my ride back, in just an hour, I really do want to come see the villa before it closes. So we're going to come and do that first. Apparently the gardens here are beautiful in summer. This time of year, there's not as much to see, but it's still an absolutely stunning looking property. So let's come and have a look and see what there is. The family that owned this villa, the Rufolo family, and I have no idea if they're related to Mark Ruffalo. Maybe somebody can share a little bit of history there. But they were very wealthy merchants and really kind of owned this part of the world in this area. And their villa still stands to this day, part of it in ruins, as you can see. But there's enough for us to walk through. So I'm gonna pay my admission here, which debatable whether I'd be considered an adult or not, but it's €8 to enter. So let's do that. So you can see the elements of the villa that are still intact where they've kind of restored it. And of course the windows where, you know, bits and pieces have fallen by the wayside. Apparently there's a path that goes around. I wonder what goes down here. I feel like this is if you, if you're bad and you don't come home for Sunday dinner in Italy, maybe that's where your wife puts you. I'm sure that's some sort of air and light for some lower level. And I wonder if we're allowed to access that chamber. We'll find out. Peek inside. Apparently the villa was built on much older and Roman foundations. I'm sure there's probably some elements of that that we can spot as we look around, but let's see what we can discover. But some flowers still alive. I imagine this is probably all lush with life in summertime. What's over the edge? Lemon tree. When life hands you lemons, build a villa. There, walking through this door, you can kind of look down and see that they've got some indoor gardens. The leaves on that tree, and I'm not sure what type it is, that shrub down there, they almost look like butterflies that have gently landed on the branches. You got some moss growing up the wall. And the ceiling height always strikes me because I guess you don't have to worry about heating a place like this. It's probably more about keeping cool in summer, because here we are in winter and it's comfortable walking around, but the ceilings must be, you know, 20, 30 feet tall. And that seems pretty consistent with some of the other Roman villas that I've been able to go through. This one being a lot newer than that, but still newer as in probably like thousands of years newer, but still quite old for me. Let's see if we can make our way down there and have a look. Sometimes I see something like this and I wonder what it's for, but to me, does that look like it would be a doghouse? It's just the right size. I'm sure they could probably tell me, look, it even had gutters that came off it to carry the water off, but what else could that be? It's so tiny. It's a pretty fancy doghouse.
I speak when you're filming, but I mean...
Oh, it looks like this one might still be in use. There's a little cat bed in there. There are a lot of cats roaming around as you're in Italy. This looks like it's grapes. They've shriveled on the vine, but if you kind of peek through, there's all these interesting little nooks and crannies, and I'm just so curious to have a peek and wonder what's in there. See if I can get a flashlight on. Hopefully not startle somebody. If it's a ladies' restroom, I apologize in advance. No, it looks like an underground room of some sort. Not a restroom, so I'm safe.
Lovely garden stuff.
Okay, up the steps. I went through that little building and it just kind of ends with a...
Yeah, me too.
There's not much in there. But look at this beautiful tile floor. They left their bureau behind. It might be full of socks. Yeah, I love that tile. It's a really nice pattern. More than that, look at the view they would have had. Out this window with a little balcony. Oh, they've got their gardens out there. Talk about an amazing view. And I was thinking, I wonder how they used to heat a place like this, because here we are in winter, and look, they had these sort of little mini fireplaces in here. There must have been coal or something. I can't imagine putting wood in that, because you get smoke. It doesn't look like it has a chimney or anything. Oh no, it does. It vents out the back. Yeah, it does. So maybe it is wood burning. That one must have got real hot at some point. It's cracked, but beautiful little fireplace, that is. Here we go. This looks like it might have been like more of a formal dining area. You've got this beautiful chandelier up top. It's not really outfitted or set up with the furniture they would have had, but I can imagine just being in these rooms with these doors open wide and having that garden. Again, more beautiful tile. Coming back outside, I can see that there's a walkway that goes up to this very ancient looking tower. So of course, you know, I gotta go up and see what's up there. And that sound you hear in the background, it sounds like a hairdryer. That's a gardener blowing some debris. Okay, the entrance is this way. Hello. So up in the tower, as it turns out, they have a museum. A variety of original artwork from watercolors and oil paintings. And you can kind of peek out one of the tower windows. And a grouping of speculas, mirrors. Ah, here's what I was looking for. An ancient tower with a very modern staircase, but we get to go up it. Let's do this. Look at this. I'm in a tower, a castle-like tower. I bet they would have been pretty impressed to see the stairs that they eventually got, especially if somebody in a big robe slipped down this thing. Bits of pottery that they found on the grounds. Yeah, we've got stairs to go, but look, the ceiling starts to change shape, almost like an ancient church or cathedral roof. And we get up through this tiny little passage here, and it keeps going and going. Kind of reminds me when I walked up to the Statue of Liberty steps, in a way. And if you're so bold, you can keep going. Up and up and up and up and up. Well, you know, we got to do that. One thing that's great about visiting these towns on the Amalfi Coast is that if you're keeping track of your steps on your phone or trying to get some exercise, oh, you're going to get your exercise here. It's fantastic. Up and up and up. I'm still not at the top. Still more to go. I think this is about 10 flights of stairs or more so far. Here we are at the top of the tower. See why they put a tower here. It's just an amazing viewpoint of the entire bay. Some curious looking structures down below me that I couldn't see from ground level, but when you're up top and you can see the roof of the villa, which is a slightly newer area, and then you look off to the side, you can see what looks almost like castle ruins and bits of buildings that are a lot older than what we see below. I didn't have a chance to go out into the garden area, so I think I'll work my way back down the steps and see if I can't catch up with some of the other people in my group and get some good pictures down there. Let's go. Well, that was worth it. I don't get to crawl up to the top of an ancient fortified tower very often. Now I'm gonna go see if I can find the gardens. And frankly, all these fountains are also making me have to look for the restroom. But that can wait. Let's look for the gardens first. It'd be quite something to live on a property like this. And I guess if you have all your stuff being brought to you by somebody else, by donkey, it's probably not so bad. But if you're bored, there'd be no making a Costco run. Not from this villa. If you had no Uber Eats, no Amazon Prime, that'd be great if they did. I'd love to see an Amazon Prime donkey walking up the path. Look at that. Molto bene. Well, that's it for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of Ravello, Italy. If you're ever in this area, come any time of year because it's just gorgeous, whether it's winter or summer, and I hope that I can come back again and visit soon. As for me, I'm signing off. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.